James Virgil Cuss Wilson was a Marion High School basketball coach, teacher, athletic director, and administrator. Cuss was born in 1905, the youngest of 4 children of a coal miner and his wife in Dixon Springs, located in Pope County, Illinois. As a boy, his family moved to Marion, and his nickname originated in his childhood. Like most boys at the time, he liked playing soldiers and Indians, and Virgil's friends started calling him Custer, as in General George Custer. The nickname stuck, and it was later shortened to just Cuss. As a Marion High School student, Cuss did not play basketball. However, after a stint working in the coal mines, in which he grew stronger and sturdier, he went on to attend and played the still young game of basketball at Southern Illinois Normal College in Carbondale. There he played in a brand new gymnasium, now known as Davies Gym, on the campus of Southern Illinois University. After 4 standout seasons to as team captain, he graduated and married Hazel Thaxton of Harrisburg and found his first job as a teacher in Ridgeway, Illinois. He returned to Marion High School in 1934 as a teacher and coach, starting as an assistant under another legendary coach, Paul Houghton. Cuss went on to become head basketball coach, winning 301 games in 15 years, an average of 20 each season. Included were 12 regional tournament titles and 3 sectional titles that sent his teams to the state tournaments in 1946, 48, and 51. One of his early assistants was Cliff Storm, who later became the high school principal and then the district superintendent. Coach Wilson made a great contribution to Illinois prep basketball in teaching the full court press defense. Marion's pressing teams of that era always had a guard who could steal the ball before an opponent even knew what happened. One of those guards was Johnny Goss, who went on to star on the court at SIU and later became a prominent businessman and youth coach in his hometown, while also serving on the school board and, until recently, the Marion City Council. John Goss attributes much of his success to his high school basketball coach and mentor.
He pretty well originated this zone press defense, and he relied a lot on his defense. And it was a new approach to the ball game. In fact, a lot of the northern coaches came down to learn how he did it, because it was a completely different type of defense he set up. So I give credit to Cuss. That's where a lot of his wins came, was on his defense. He's a motivator, very quiet demeanor, but very firm with you. If you messed up, he'd let you know it pretty quick. But I think Cuss, he was just a genuinely good person. He not only liked his coaching, he just liked the people that he coached. He changed a lot of lives, including mine. And I never forget that. But I go to Southern, SIU, and I'm trying out to see if I can make the team. And they didn't know I was out. We practiced by the big boys are shooting around, and I would never noticed. So I came home one day and thinking, well, it's time for me to hang it up. They don't even know I'm out there. Cuss was sitting on the football bleachers. I come by to get a little sympathy from him. And I said, Cuss, they don't even know I'm out there. He said, no point in me staying. And I wanted a little sympathy, but Cuss looked at me like he was sick, a little disdain. And he said, well, it's for darn sure they don't know you're out and you're over here trying to talk to me. And that's when he turned me around. I went back out, and lo and behold, I made the team of later 2 years in a row. And it's all because of him. I say he taught me to be a man instead of what I was headed down the road to.
This $5 bill, signed by Johnny Goss and his teammates, was a gift to Cuss after he coached the players to a state tournament. You can see John's signature along with several other familiar names, including Benton Odom, who went on to play at the University of Illinois and was inducted into the IBCA Hall of Fame. Cuss Wilson had one of the most quiet bench demeanors of anybody who ever coached. No matter how excited a crowd might become during the many furious Wildcat rallies and comebacks, Wilson hardly ever uncrossed his legs or yelled from the bench. It's said that's why he battled ulcers for many years. In 1955, the Illinois High School Coaches Association cited Wilson for outstanding achievement in the guidance of young men by promoting ideals of character, leadership, dependability, and sportsmanship, the development of a cooperative spirit of athletic teams, and the contribution to the coaching profession. In recognition of Wilson's work, the Marion Lions Club in 1957 established the Cuss Wilson Scholarship and began awarding it annually to the Marion High School Outstanding Athlete. Cuss always found ways to supplement his teacher's salary, working for an ice company in his early days, and later becoming a part owner of TVW Menswear in Marion. The name TVW was composed from the names Thaxton, Vaughn, and Wilson, the names of the three business partners. After retiring from coaching, he moved into administration and became the assistant to his former assistant, MHS Principal Cliff Storm. After 32 years on the faculty of Marion High School, he retired in 1966. The class of '67 dedicated their senior yearbook to the retired teacher, administrator, and coach. In the yearbook pages, Cuss was quoted as saying, "If I had to do it over again, I don't think I would do anything differently. I would have liked to have been a better teacher, and I would have liked to have won more games, but I wouldn't change it otherwise. I've been very lucky. I don't believe there has ever been a happier guy in his work than I have been. I was happy teaching and coaching. But then I enjoyed working in the coal mines too, and also I was happy working in the summer, carrying cakes of ice on my back." After retirement, he put his focus on his men's clothing store. Teacher, administrator, and coach Virgil Cuss Wilson was inducted into the Illinois High School Association Hall of Fame in 1974, and he passed away in 1977. Among his survivors were wife Hazel, daughter Lois Jane, and her husband Ben Bruce, and three grandchildren, including Ben Wilson Bruce, better known as BW, a Marion businessman and school board member. When a new high school gym was built and opened in the early 1980s, it was branded Cuss Wilson Gym. Though it was remodeled in recent years, it still carries that name today.
Second half, standing room only crowd here at Cuss Wilson Gymnasium. Lewis stopped to Keith, to Bardot. Connor calling for it in the post, double teamed. Instead, they swing it around to Horner, who goes right through for an open layup. Frankie Horner has scored the second half.
In an upcoming segment, we hope to bring you an interview with another of Cuss Wilson's standout players. As always, thanks to Sam Latuca of the Marion, Illinois Historic Preservation website for background information and photos, and to B.W. Bruce for other details about his grandfather. Arcadia Wealth Group sponsors all of our Turning Back Time segments, and we are also grateful for that. Reporting for the Marion Star Live, I'm Bill Swinford.